Think of the first time you look at a raw board of wood. It might seem inert, just a heavy, rough cutting from the lumberyard. But there is a hidden potential in that state. It is unformed, full of possibility, waiting for a simple idea and a few basic steps to become something useful. For a beginner, this is the most exciting place to start. The goal isn't to build a perfect heirloom on the first try. It is to learn the conversation between your hands, the tools, and the material. To feel the resistance of the grain as you sand it smooth. To understand how a simple joint holds weight, and to end up with an object you can point to and say, I made that. Starting with wood isn't about mastering a craft instantly. It is about beginning a practical, tangible relationship with making. The very first principle is to work with the material's nature, not against it. Pine or poplar from a big box store is a forgiving teacher. It is soft, affordable, and its straight grain is easy to predict. It will show every hammer dent and saw mark, and that's okay. Those early imperfections are your first lessons in technique. They teach you about the pressure of a clamp, the importance of measuring twice, the way sandpaper progresses from coarse to fine. A beginner's project should have simple geometry. Think in straight lines and right angles. A small side table built from square legs and a rectangular top. A bench that is essentially a sturdy box with legs. A set of basic shelves. These forms aren't simplistic, they're elemental. They are the foundational sentences in the language of furniture making. The tools you need are fewer than you might think. A saw for cutting, a drill for making holes and driving screws, a sander for finishing, and clamps to hold everything together as you work. You don't need a workshop. A driveway, a garage corner, or a balcony can be your first studio. The process is where the real learning and the real satisfaction happens. You will learn a pilot hole prevents the wood from splitting when you drive a screw. You will discover how wood moves with changes in humidity and why that might make a too tight joint squeak or stick. These aren't failures. They are the fundamental physics of the material revealing itself to you. Each solved problem, each wobbly leg stabilized, is a small victory that builds confidence. Finishing is where the personality emerges, and it is a stage full of accessible magic. Sanding the wood smooth isn't a show, it is a transformation. As you move through the grits, the fuzzy, rough surface gives way something tactile and warm. Applying a finish, whether it's a simple wipe of tongue oil, a coat of beeswax, or a brush of protective polyurethane, is where you finally see the grain come alive. The oil soaks in, deepening the color, highlighting the subtle variations between the grooved twigs. That moment when the plain wood you have been working on suddenly glows with a rich, latent beauty is a profound reward. It connects you directly to the tree's history, now sealed and preserved by your hand. What should you actually build first? Start with something that serves a clear, modest purpose. A plant stand for a single pot, a footstool, a box of firewood by the hearth. These projects have a low barrier to entry but a high utility payoff. They teach you about structural stability on a small, manageable scale. The plant stand teaches you about making legs level. The footstool teaches you about joining a top to a frame. The firewood box teaches you about building something strong enough to bear weight. Success here isn't measured by flawless execution, but by function. Does it hold the plant? Does it support your feet? Does it contain the logs? If yes, you have succeeded. The aesthetics comes from the honest materials and the clean lines of your simple build. This beginner's journey is ultimately about shifting your perspective. You start to see furniture not just as something to buy, but as something to understand. You will look at a table and notice how the legs are attached, how the top is finished. You begin to appreciate the silent engineering in everyday objects. More importantly, you develop a patience for process. Woodworking is a slow antidote to fast world. It cannot be rushed. The glue must dry. The finish must cure. In that required patience, there is a deep, quiet satisfaction comes from incremental progress and tangible results. What feels like the most approachable starting point to you? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. So until next time, happy decorating.